guys, and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be trying out and talking about and learning and judging these Wander Beauty Baggage Claim Gold Eye Masks that we received in our August I botched that up, BoxyCharm subscription. What I'm going to do is talk a little bit about Wander Beauty, which is a brand that I have not reviewed so far on my channel. I am going to tell you a little bit about this product. We are then going to put it onto my face so that I can use it, give you my thoughts on it, and then give you a review here at the end. And for all of that, there is going to be timestamps down below in the description bar so that you can go to whatever part of the video you feel like watching. And let's start by talking about Wander Beauty. Wander Beauty is very good at telling us sort of who their founders are, what their story was, and their point of view of why they are a makeup and skincare company. It was founded by two women, Divya, I hope I'm saying that right, who is an entrepreneur, and Lindsay, who's a supermodel. And they happened to meet, I believe, at a salon of some kind, and we're talking about their shared love of travel, and then started getting into other topics about makeup and the number of makeup releases that there are. I believe all this happened sort of in about 2014. And they got onto a discussion about the amount of makeup that is out there and what it creates as part of their routine. So they decided to get together and come up with their own brand, and the focus of it was going to be a streamlined makeup experience, items that multitask with luxurious ingredients from all around the globe. So they talk about having very little time, so you don't want to be using 30 products trying to get ready in the morning because it's just going to eat up a lot of your time. They talked about the amount of clutter if you're trying to travel with everything you need for your makeup, that having a whole bunch of single task items is going to create a lot to take with you, whereas if you have items that multitask, it just cuts down on the clutter. And finally, they talked about having skin-loving ingredients, talking about how, you spend time and you spend money on your skincare, and you don't want to undo everything that you've done by putting makeup on top that is not great for your skin. So I think that's a really good sort of point of view to come at for a makeup line, and they really do follow through with that, in that they have a full makeup line, but not a lot of different products. So there is a mascara, there is a face and eyelid eyeshadow palette, there is a brow product. So if you go in there, you're not going to be overwhelmed with the amount of choice that you have, because it's very pared down. And they do have items that multitask, more I think from when they started their line in 2015 is I think when their first product came out, and it was sort of a lip and cheek duo, or item that could be used for both. And they also had a double-ended highlight and blush stick. So you do see items throughout that are either dual-sided or dual purpose, but some things like mascara, for example, it's not going to be dual purpose. It's just that they don't have 25 variations of it. For their line of Wander Beauty, you're going to find it at about Sephora level of pricing. So not, the most inexpensive drugstore kind of stuff, but not a crazy luxury brand either. So usually when I research a makeup brand, I look a little bit further into the founders, and they have this beautiful photo on their website of the two of them, and they describe Divya as an entrepreneur and the other woman as a supermodel. And this is a little bit of my own opinion here, but oftentimes when I'm researching makeup brands, people will make these claims for themselves, and there's not a lot to back it up. Like, somebody will be an entrepreneur, but they're, in their early to mid 20s and haven't really done that much before. But I was surprised to find when researching here that there was a lot more to these women than they sort of put out there. They were really not underselling, but being very modest about their accomplishments. So Divya is not only a serial entrepreneur, she's on the board of many companies. She's worked with a lot of really recognizable brands around entrepreneurship or around their work. She has been involved in venture capital. She has been, she has her own like Bloomberg profile. She is a businesswoman who is the kind of person that I think a lot of female business people should aspire to be. I even sort of got pulled down into some articles about her doing interviews and talking about like important things to remember as an entrepreneur. And they were all very thoughtful and come obviously from having just a great amount of experience, and she just seems like a very smart, driven, experienced in business woman, and that is awesome. And then also for Lindsay, I thought, okay, she's a supermodel. I don't know that much about supermodels, but you know, I look her up and it's like, oh, she's been like Victoria's Secret, you know, angel. She is like a legitimate supermodel. So it's not somebody who's done a few headshots here and there. It's like, oh, there she is walking in the Victoria's Secret fashion show. So when these women say, oh, I'm a serial entrepreneur, I'm a supermodel, they are. And I found that that made me enjoy the brand even more so. So Wander Beauty comes from the idea of their love of travel and ingredients from around the world. And the A right there in Wander Beauty is supposed to represent a compass, so that ties in. And I do really like that it's a very clean, you know, clear kind of brand and just very minimalistic, and I enjoy the packaging of this. So in talking about this product in particular, these baggage claim gold eye masks, it's going to cost you $25 American for a package of these. You do get 6 of them per pack, which means you're paying a little over $4 for each pair of eye masks. This is actually a pretty decent price. So just before I put these on, I will read to you their claims. The individually packaged gold foiled eye masks are used to brighten, hydrate, and reduce the appearance of dark circles. You experience 3 innovative layers of luxury. The gold foil helps retain heat and prevent evaporation, allowing the maximum amount of serum to penetrate the skin. So that will be the outside-most layer. The middle layer is elastic, allowing the mask to adhere better to the skin, and the third is a cellulose fiber that condenses and delivers key ingredients efficiently, giving you all the skin-loving benefits you need. So hyaluronic acid delivers intense hydration to diminish the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Aloe leaf extract and lavender oil offer a cooling effect while soothing and calming the eye area. And on their website, they also mentioned what people noticed after using this mask, and they talked about it being soothing and hydrating, that eyes looked less puffy and were brighter, or the under eye, I should say, was brighter, that it reduces dark circles, and also that the under eye area looked more plump. I will say that somehow being less puffy and looking more plump seems to be kind of contradictory, but we will see what this feels like when I put it on. So it does say to apply onto clean, dry under eyes, repeat on the other side, leave on for 10 to 15 minutes, and then to pat the serum into the skin. I have my face clean. I cleaned it with my Neutrogena Gentle Cleanser, and then I did put on some of my Pixie Hydrating, or just Pixie Glow Tonic. Haven't put my moisturizer on yet because I wanted to do this and then moisturize all over. So I will just get my hair put up and we will get these on. I very much need to get my hair done. You can see all of that gray coming in there. That should be happening in the next day or so. So, oh, okay, that's very juicy. Don't hold that as close to your face as I did when doing that. So, you get the little tray out of here with the gold eye masks in it, and it's held between 2 layers here. There's a lot of serum on there. It feels very nice. And there we go, 1 on each side. I will say that I don't think I have a super issue with dark circles, but I was having some salty food last night, so we'll see if this area looks depuffed afterwards. Look at how much that gold shines. So I will let this sit for about 15 minutes, and then I will be back to take these off and give you my thoughts. Okay guys, it's been 15 minutes, and I'm gonna give you some of my thoughts just before I peel these off. I do have to say that I unfortunately did not feel the cooling effect. If anything, it feels like it's keeping a little warm under these pads, which kind of makes sense because they talk about the gold layer being here to trap your body heat. And I think that happens so that the serum will penetrate a little bit more. Now, when I press down, I do feel a little bit of cooling, but I don't know if that's just because my fingertips are cool and I'm feeling it through the masks. So as far as it being cooling, I unfortunately did not feel that, but it felt very moisturizing, and I was walking around doing things while these were on my face, and it did not feel like they were going to come off at all. So it means that it's an eye mask that you can put on and do other things while it's sinking into your skin. So let's take these off. Ooh, that does feel very nice. And pat the additional serum into my skin. I'll make sure at this point to sort of get up under my eyes a bit, maybe even over my eyes a little. And let me take a look at my under eyes. So they definitely look very moisturized. There's no redness or anything at all, which is really nice. It means it didn't react to my skin or anything like that. And I do see that it's brought down, you know, a little bit of puffiness that was there before. As I said, I don't have really prominent under eye dark circles, and also not a huge amount of puffiness, so I don't see that so much, but it is now feeling incredibly smooth under my eyes. So I do like that smoothing effect of it. I believe that this mask, let's go through a couple pros and cons so you can decide if this is something that you want. I think the gold is there as a gimmicky kind of thing. So the gold is on the outer layer, it's gold leaf, it's not there to go against your skin, and there are questions anyway about whether gold can actually do anything for your skin because the molecules are quite large and can't really penetrate. But in this case, it's not even saying that the gold is actually having a skincare benefit. It's saying that it's there as a layer that won't let moisture evaporate through it. So I think there's probably a lot of different things that could have been used for that layer, and the gold was used for it just to make it kind of fun and bright and inviting. So while I think it's cool that there's the gold there, I don't think it actually adds that much to the mask. And because it talked about it being cooling and it wasn't, I do think if you are really looking for that cooling sensation in an under eye mask, you're unfortunately not going to get it from this. However, I have seen before people suggest putting these kinds of under eye masks in the fridge so that you really do get a cooling sensation from them, from the physical coldness of being in the fridge. So if you are somebody who wants that, I think that you could make this more of a cooling sensation. It definitely moisturized and it stayed in place, and hyaluronic acid is really what you want for moisturizing, as well as the aloe. That's really nice and cooling and soothing, and it was a really nice feeling experience. So it's not making huge claims of what it's going to do. It doesn't have crazy ingredients or anything like that, but hyaluronic acid, it works, it's a moisturizer, and it felt nice, and I could move around while I had them on my face. And also, if you are the kind of person who really likes using under eye masks, they are not crazy expensive. I mean, just over $4 for a pair of them is pretty good as compared to other eye masks that I've seen. So this isn't a crazy enthusiastic, yes, you should go out and buy this kind of thing. However, if you are somebody who enjoys under eye masks, you do tend to get puffiness. I don't think any masks will take away dark circles. The majority of the time that's related to your diet or your sleep or just being hereditary. I do think it can depuff under the eyes and also moisturize and add smoothness that makes you look more awake and just, you know, wakes you up a little bit to start the day, or creates a smoother layer for makeup to be put on top of. So for me, this is a very nice under eye mask. Doesn't 100% do what it said it was going to do, but I think that the ingredients are there, the price is good, and I think it's a really awesome company, so that makes me like it just that little bit more. If you like this kind of review where I talk a bit about the company, the product, and then give you a review, hit that thumbs up button, like this video. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, you could do so by clicking on my face. I'll make it pop up right there. And if you have tried these out, if you get BoxyCharm, if you have other Wander Beauty products that you've tried and really love, let me know all of that in the comments down below. I do love getting comments from you guys, and I do respond to as many of them as I can. Sometimes it takes a little while, but I get there eventually, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!